My name is Maddie Adam, and I am the Itasca County Attorney. The citizens of Itasca County voted for me to become Itasca County Attorney in 2018, and I am proud to have served in this capacity since taking office in January 2019. Because I am a public servant who is committed to public safety, I'm seeking re-election to continue the work of the office for another term. My track record shows that voting for me is voting for proven leadership for Itasca County. Born and raised in Deer River, I now live in Grand Rapids with my husband and children. We are privileged to live in such a vibrant community, and I strive every day to keep Itasca County a safe and healthy place for everyone who lives and works here. As Itasca County Attorney, I oversee a staff of 8 attorneys and 9 support professionals. We work together to process all the legal needs of Itasca County in an efficient and effective manner. This includes prosecution of all felony and many lower-level crimes, all crimes committed by juveniles, handling child protection cases, victim and witness services, and general civil representation ranging from contract review, business advice, tax appeals, and more. Our office meets the legal needs of all Itasca County departments, elected officials, and the county commissioners. Despite significant demands for our work, my budget accounts for less than 1.5% of the entire county budget. We also recover restitution for crime victims, and our most recent figures show over $140,000 collected in 2021 alone. I've worked hard to be a good steward for the taxpayers of Itasca County and have managed to come in under budget each year for a savings of more than $600,000 for the years 2019 through 2021. It is the job of a county attorney to be a lawyer for the people. As prosecutors, we work hard to find the truth and bring justice forward in each and every case. This means we work closely with law enforcement, social workers, and others on the front lines of public safety. The relationships I first developed as an assistant county attorney and now maintain as the elected county attorney help us achieve the best outcomes possible across all case types. It is important to keep in mind that many of the tasks completed by our office have become more complex over time. A criminal case that even just 15 years ago might have involved a few police reports now may require many additional hours of staff time due to a rise in the use of electronics, cell phones, social media, and other communication methods. Nearly every criminal case now involves this digital evidence, which must be reviewed by a prosecutor. Likewise, contracts and other legal agreements now require more expertise, review, and negotiations, all to protect the county from liability. The wide array of tasks our office handles on any given day depends on the issues that arise. Under my leadership, we have attorneys and professionals that welcome phone calls, office visits, and consultations to make sure we are consistently meeting the county's legal needs. I love my job, and I'm called to do this work because I am a public servant. I enjoy the challenges and the variety. I'm a working county attorney. I prosecute cases. I'm the kind of county attorney that will answer the phone in the middle of the night and work alongside law enforcement whenever serious cases come in, no matter the time or how long it takes. I know that I possess the wide range of skills, experience, and energy that are needed to respond to the daily demands of this work. Your support is very important in re-electing me to serve a second term as Itasca County Attorney. You can find more information about me at www.votemaddieadam.com or by calling me directly at 218-256-5996. Please make sure to send in your mail-in ballot, vote in the upcoming election, or early vote at any time before the election at the Itasca County Courthouse. By casting your vote for me, you are voting for a track record of proven leadership for Itasca County.
Hi, I'm John Dimich. I'm running for Itasca County Attorney. I'm a businessman running my own law office since 1987. I am also a lifelong resident of Itasca County. Why am I running for Itasca County Attorney? Because I believe I bring experience to the office. I spent 5.5 years in the 80s being the Itasca County Attorney. I've been a mayor, I've been a county commissioner, so I'm knowledgeable about budgets. I also currently prosecute for 12 cities in the county. I'm running because of the high cost of government and the need to reduce the size, particularly of the county attorney. In 1980, when I was there, we had a population of 43,016. In 2022, our population was 45,193. That's an increase of slightly over 2,000 people, at the office attorney size went from 4 to 9. In 1993, I have statistics that show that the cases handled by the county attorney were 2,048. In 2021, that number has gone to 2,026, which means we've actually had a drop in the caseload. Over a 10-year period, we have had 78 jury trials, which averages 7.8 per year, and we have 5 attorneys who are handling the criminal code. The budget for this year is $2,135,000. Of that, salaries alone are $1.2 million, and $843,000 of that is in the attorney. So the size of the office, the caseload, just doesn't support the number of attorneys we now have. In April of this year, they had the opportunity to only have 7 attorneys because 2 had moved on. But instead of doing that and looking at the impact of how that would have on their workload as well as on the budget, they chose to replace them. So what I hope to bring to the county, a transparency, that when people ask for information, they'll get a timely response to their data practices request. Unfortunately, that's not happening now. I will be approachable. I think people who know me know that that's my nature, and I will certainly carry that over in the office of county attorney. Finally, I'll be fair in the administration of justice. I will make sure that those who need to be prosecuted will be prosecuted, and that those cases that are not appropriate for prosecutions will not be prosecuted, and there will be reasons for not doing that. For all those reasons, I ask that you consider me in the August 9th primary, and I ask for your support and for your vote that day. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Renata Regala. I am running as a candidate for the Itasca County Auditor-Treasurer. I want to give you a brief history of my background and experience. After receiving my associate's degree from Interstate Business College in Fargo, North Dakota, I worked for Cass County in Fargo for 4 years. My experience there was in the Treasurer's Department, the Auditor's Department, and Human Resources. I processed tax payments, transferred deeds, administered the delinquent tax notices, worked the election process, and assisted with payroll. I then advanced to the county payroll coordinator position. After I got married, I moved to Itasca County. I worked temporary positions with St. Louis County's Highway Department in Hibbing and the Land Department in Virginia. I was hired as the election administrator in Itasca County in 1998. I transferred within the department to the cost accountant position, where I developed, implemented, and trained county department staff on a digital workflow system for processing the county's invoices. I also continued to train and assist the election administrators until I transferred to the Itasca County Land Department in 2016. I've worked in county government for 30 years, 22 years of that being in an auditor-treasurer's department. I know this position is directed by state statute, the Secretary of State, and the Department of Revenue. With my 30 years of government experience, I am well qualified to be the next auditor-treasurer. I have election and payroll experience, accounts payable, receipting, budgeting, banking, sales tax, audits, tax payments, and deed transfers. I have some degree of experience in practically every area of that department. I know the operations of that department, and I know what that department needs to have done. I was trained and certified with the Secretary of State as an election administrator for 16 years. I have leadership experience in which I trained 400 plus election judges every 2 years. I supervised staff and election judges during absentee voting on election day. and I would hire between 25 and 30 judges to work the mail ballot precincts on Election Day. I advised the townships and city clerks with their elections and assisted the precincts on their election process. On Election Day, I supervised staff and I oversaw of opening, balancing, and running the ballots through the ballot machines for the mail ballot precincts. I supervised staff on closing out the precincts when they brought their ballots back to the office on Election Day, and up through the process of uploading the results to the Secretary of State. I have worked with multiple county commissioners and county administrators in union stewardship grievances and contract negotiations. I've served on our union exec board for about 18 of my 24 years with Itasca County. I also served 3 years on my church council. The reason I'm running for Auditor Treasurer is because I love that department. I have spent the majority of my life working in that department. I have seen what is done correctly and I know what needs to change. I want to bring the best of this department out to the public. I want to have that department be open to the public to come in, sit down and talk with me. I will listen to your concerns and I will do what I can to help. If I can't help you, I will find the person or the department that can help you. I've had a few people talk to me and tell me I should speak some of the politically correct language in my speeches, but I am not a politician. This is a nonpartisan position and I don't pick political sides. I am here to serve everyone in Itasca County. I am who you see. I am an honest, hardworking member of this community that wants to serve this community the best way that I know how, and that is as the Auditor Treasurer. My goal as Itasca County Auditor Treasurer are to get the budget meetings televised and bring awareness to the public on every aspect of what this department does. I want the budgets presented on the website in a fashion that everyone can understand, not just the graphs and charts that are currently out there. I want to inform the public of the audits performed within the county, and by outside auditors. I want the public to believe in the integrity of this department. I want to bring the trust for this position back to the public. I will listen to the residents on your concerns and do what I can to help. I wish to have the Auditor Treasurer's Department be the office that every county employee wants to work in and every county resident is comfortable coming to. The Auditor Treasurer's Department is where you should feel welcome to come and share your concerns and questions and get them answered while receiving the customer service you deserve. The primary election is coming up on August 9th. I'd greatly appreciate your vote. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Deb Davis. You will see me on the primary ballot in August as Deborah Davis. I am seeking election to the position of County Auditor Treasurer for Itasca County in the upcoming primary election. A little bit about myself. My family and I have been residents of Itasca County, residing in the Grand Rapids area for the past 44 years. My husband Kirk and I have been married for 37 years, and we have 4 wonderful children, Andrew, Stephen, Matt, and Bobby, along with 6 grandchildren. My hobbies include gardening, both vegetable and flowers, bicycling, boating on the lakes of Itasca County, and I also enjoy spending time with our dog Ellie. I have worked in the public sector all of my career, beginning my employment with the United States Department of Agriculture in 1978. In 1996, I took a position with Itasca County, working as an assessment clerk in the assessor's office, promoting into an assessor appraiser, and then taking the position of chief deputy assessor. The opportunity presented itself to apply for the position of chief deputy auditor treasurer, which I was appointed to in January of 2007. This year, on June 3rd, 2022, my combined public service to Itasca County totaled 26 years. Based on these 26 years of experience in the assessor's and auditor treasurer's offices combined, I feel confident that I will continually do a great job for the taxpayers of Itasca County. During the past 16 years in the position of Chief Deputy Auditor Treasurer, I have gained a wealth of knowledge and experience in all aspects of the department. I am extremely customer focused and strive to provide excellent customer service to all residents, non-residents, and colleagues. I perform all the duties of my current position with the utmost integrity and competence. I feel the residents of Itasca County deserve someone in the office of Auditor Treasurer who fully understands the full range of duties and responsibilities within this office, and I am not aware of any person who is better qualified for this position than myself. Your vote for me, Deb Davis, is a vote for experience, dedication, and hard work. I would be very honored to have you fully have your full support in the upcoming election. In conclusion, please check out my Facebook page at debforauditor@gmail.com for more detailed information regarding my experience and qualifications. I look forward to responding to all questions and concerns that are brought forward. Thank you for your time, and please seriously consider a vote for me on August 9th. Thank you very much.
Hi, I'm Jeff Carlson, and I'm a candidate for Itasca County Sheriff. I have been a licensed peace officer for over 20 years, and I currently work for the Grand Rapids Police Department as a police sergeant. I have been employed by the department since 2007. I have also worked as a police officer from Leech Lake Tribal Police Department as well as Moorhead Police Department. I have 15 years of leadership experience working as a police sergeant over my career. I am from Itasca County and committed to the community of Itasca County. I have a bachelor's degree in criminal justice from Bemidji State University, as well as an AAS degree in law enforcement from Hibbing Community College. I also have leadership certifications from the Minnesota Chiefs Association, the Minnesota Bureau of Criminal Apprehension, and the FBI Leadership Program. I have 17 years experience as a field training officer for the agencies I have worked for. I believe field training is extremely important in developing officers who are proactive, highly trained, and proficient in their duties. I decided to run for sheriff for several reasons, and I have given great thought on the importance of this position. I have the full support of my family in this endeavor and have the experience, knowledge, and educational background to successfully fulfill the role of sheriff. First off, fiscal responsibility needs to be brought back to the forefront in the sheriff's office. Itasca County residents can no longer afford to have exponential increases in the budget. I plan to accomplish this first addressing the overtime issues. This can be reduced, and it will be reduced if I am elected as your sheriff. Other areas of the budget can be reduced through scheduling, identifying positions which could be combined, and reviewing what facilities utilized by the sheriff's office are necessary. If elected, I will increase the level of training and education offered to personnel, including continued training for deputies in mental health crisis intervention and emergency first responder, which will reduce use of force incidents and enhance public safety. Drug enforcement, active shooter, sexual assault informed trauma response, domestic violence, use of force, and other necessary trainings will help develop and improve the services provided to you. I want our community to be safe, and I want you to feel safe in our community. I will collaborate with the current AIM Drug Task Force, which Itasca County is a member of. Itasca County's drug epidemic needs to be addressed on several levels to decrease the problem. Some issues which need to be addressed are lack of proactive enforcement, community collaboration, transparency, and responsiveness. I have watched the level of collaboration decrease in the last decade. I plan to rebuild those relationships while providing new ones with community members, service providers, nonprofits, and others. I believe community policing efforts have plans to establish local meetings in all townships of the county. These will occur on a quarterly basis to meet with our citizens and solve problems related to each of those areas. This is your sheriff's office, and we will work for you. Community policing is perhaps the most misunderstood and frequently used theme in police management during this decade. It has become fashionable for police agencies to initiate community policing, often with little notion of what that phrase means. Community policing is a value system which permeates a police department, in which the primary organizational goal is working cooperatively with individual citizens, groups of citizens, and organizations to identify and resolve issues which potentially affect the livability of a specific township, area, or the community as a whole. It takes a long time to change police culture, but there can be dramatic value in doing so. If elected as your sheriff, I believe together we can bring about positive change to enhance safety in our communities, reduce crime, improve response to mental health calls, while increasing service to you. I am qualified to serve as your sheriff. I respectfully ask for your support in the upcoming elections. The primary election will be held Tuesday, August 9th, and the general election Tuesday, November 8th, 2022. Thank you. Jeff Carlson.
Hello. I am very thankful for this opportunity to speak to the people of Itasca County. My name is Amy Osborne, and I am running for District 1 County Commissioner. Throughout my life, I have had the unique privilege to see and live in a great many places in both the U.S. and around the world. None of them ever truly felt at home like Itasca County. Not only did I serve on active duty in the U.S. Army, where I deployed in Operation Enduring Freedom, but I also served as a military spouse while my husband continued to deploy on combat operations. One of the many joys of the military experience is the ability to always have a way to enjoy volunteerism on many levels. After service, I changed uniforms from soldier to family volunteer. During this time, I served on various boards and helped on many leadership committees, even being elected as our village mayor, which allowed me to coordinate with the leadership regarding village concerns. My time in and around the military really helped me understand the importance of good communication with those that rely on you for information. That is why one of the main things that I would like to address at the county is fluid and consistent communication with the people that we represent. I've had the pleasure to have many professional experiences in our travels. I really enjoyed my time as a paralegal, which allowed me to learn the skill set necessary to understand legal verbiage and have a thorough understanding of laws. I am not a lawyer, but this skill will allow me to understand the interpretations of the many statutes that we have to be concerned with at the county level. As a health insurance agent, I was able to help human resource departments determine the best and most financially fitting health plans. This skill will assist me when dealing with our many staffing unions at the county, because I'm already familiar with the many demands put on the Human Resources Department. Most recently, I got the ability to negotiate and facilitate agreements on construction projects. I am not only developed the plans and negotiated the prices, but I was seeing the projects through to the finished product. The company that I worked for not only did large residential, but also commercial deals. I helped facilitate millions of dollars in projects. This allowed me to really understand what goes into negotiating large deals with a multitude of factors. I know this will come in handy when we are looking at projects the county must get done. Currently, I have personally negotiated and got funding secured for our multi-million-dollar local business that I own and operate with my husband. This business has allowed me to realize a long-time dream of coming back home to Itasca County. I have learned so much through this process, and we continue to learn and adapt. Deciding to run for county commissioner was not a decision that I or my family has taken lightly. I know now more than ever that I would love the ability to serve the people of Itasca County. We have a great and beautiful home, one that needs our help to ensure that it's a thriving community for generations to come. I will help businesses develop and strive to stay in Itasca County. I promise to ensure that the county is being transparent in every way possible. My duty will be to make sure that any current and ongoing projects are paid off in the swiftest manner with the least amount of burden on the tax-paying citizens. I commit to you that I will be available to hear your concerns and that you will know when you reach out to me that you're being heard and your requests are being followed up with. These, among many other reasons, are the reasons that I would like to represent District 1 in Itasca County. I encourage you to reach out on my social media page, email or call me. I would appreciate nothing more than to have a discussion about how, together, we can stand strong for Itasca County.
Hello, this is Bob Rose speaking. I'm a candidate for Itasca County Board of Commissioners from District 1. That's roughly the third part to the far west of Itasca County. It contains about a third of our ground cover and about 1/5 of our population. My wife and I moved to Itasca County in 1974, built our home in Bass Lake Township. Our kids grew up here, attended school in Cohasset, Grand Rapids, and ICC. During those years, when we moved to Grand Rapids, I was a pastor of a small local denomination in Grand Rapids, but I decided that I'd rather stay here for the rest of my life than move on as you normally have to in the ministry. So my wife and I both started our own small businesses. My wife, Levatas, is called Levatas Interiors. Mine is the Cohasset Shop, or was the Cohasset Shop, and that's located, or was located, right in front of the Cohasset Mill and Lumber. I've been employed since I was 16 years old, roughly speaking. First, trapping gophers on my folks' farm, and after that, as a young guy throwing hay bales. In central Minnesota, much of the income is made on small farms, and the staple of dairy cattle down there was hay. So hay was something we made all summer long. After I left the ministry, I decided to build my own small business in Cohasset, and that was a lawnmower and repair and sales business called the Cohasset Shop. I also repaired automobiles. That got me very much in touch with Itasca County residents, especially the Western Third, and had a wonderful time those 12 years that I owned that business. If I came to somebody's door, or someone came to my door and wanted to know what I was like as a politician, they'd want to know where I grew up. Well, I already told you that, South Central Minnesota. They'd want to know my education, 12 years in the same high school system, 4 years, well, 1 year in St. Cloud, and then 3 years down in Texas. My wife and I also lived back east for a few years in the Carolinas, up in Virginia, and up in upstate New York. So we had a chance to get very well acquainted with other parts of the United States, and that's where I more or less fell in love with the whole topic of American history, American government, and the writings of Thomas Jefferson. I'm a Jeffersonian by political nature, strongly believe in local government, making most of the decisions that affect your life, whether it be your school board, in my case, or the county board's case, those who keep up our road system, those who maintain our ordinances to control our solid waste, all those sorts of things. And that's why I'm running. Why would I run again at my age? Frankly, I was first elected to the board when I was 39 years old, back in 1986. And I never really got over how much I enjoyed that, even though I worked down in St. Paul for a year as a manager of a small agency for Governor Arne Carlson. I always wanted to return to the board again, and this was my chance. So when I saw that our incumbent, David Tinquist, didn't file again, I just said, well, I'll throw my hat in the ring. That's why I'm running. Frankly, I love Itasca County. I love all the years I've lived here. I truly appreciate all the citizens who live here as well. This is a wonderful place, and I can't imagine wanting to live anywhere else in the United States. And I've seen just about all of it, all lower 48 states. I've seen the big cities, I've seen the country, but there's absolutely nothing I've ever seen, no place I've ever been, that I would rather live than right here in Itasca County. So that's why I'm running. I would appreciate your support, and I'll look forward to seeing the outcome. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.
Hi, my name is Don Werwis. I'm running for Itasca County County Commissioner, District 5. Just wanted to say a little bit about myself. I am a lifetime resident of rural Nashwauk. I have lived north of Nashwauk all my life, 57 years, born and raised, attended Nashwauk Keewatin High School, graduated in 1983, and went right from graduation into logging. I worked with my dad in a family business of logging. We worked probably close to 11 years together, And after that, I went over the road driving truck for 6 months, and then I was hired with Itasca County, and I've been with Itasca County for nearly 28 years as a highway equipment operator, and I've been working on the roads over most of the county. I've actually worked in 4 different garages for the county: Deer River, Big Fork, Balsam, and Nashwauk is currently where I'm at now. And in 2018, I became a highway maintenance supervisor, and I've been almost not quite 4 years as a highway maintenance supervisor for the county. I am running for office because I feel that, and I've been told that if you want to change the world, you need to start in your own community. And I think it's important to invest in our community, in our city councils, in our county commissioners, in our school boards, in our township supervisors. I feel it's important to run for these, so I've been encouraged and had it in my mind to run for county commissioner. I'm hoping that we can change our community. I believe in family. I believe in helping our elderly, which is something that I think that these last few years have been really difficult for our elderly people. So I'm hoping that we can help our families and help the people in our community to have a better life. So I would like to also be able to help in our community with the things that the problems we have with roads and all the other things that the county commissioners have to deal with. I'm hoping that it's going to be a learning experience for me, and I'm thankful for the chance to try to change our community and make it a better place. I'm also in support of logging. I'm in support of mining. I'm in support of keeping our children at home so they don't have to go other places for jobs. I would like to see our communities grow, and I'm thankful for the opportunity to run. I'm learning already lots of new things. Just running for commissioner, I've been asked to be at certain meetings, and so it's been an interesting experience already. So thank you very much. I appreciate you taking the time to listen to me. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Dennis Barsness. I'm your District 4 Supervisor for the Itasca Soil and Water Conservation District. I have proudly served you for the past 4 years. Over those 4 years, the department has endured a variety of issues. We moved to a new location where we purchased the property and are building equity for you, rather than just making some monthly rent payments. This facility, it allows our employees individual work areas along with room for group meetings, adequate parking area, plenty of room for visitors, and district equipment. It also has a workshop which provides not only some storage and a place for repairs, but it also provides a distribution center for our annual tree and plant sale. We have a full staff of well-qualified employees. They're happy and eager. They work well together and with the public. And in fact, the office atmosphere and employee morale, it's at an all-time high, actually, the highest I've seen in 4 years. I've worked diligently through the pandemic, which provided both employee and board member shortages. It forced us to rewrite some work policies to better facilitate remote and at-home working abilities. I'm proud to say we have a full board now working cohesively with the taxpayers, the district, and the employees being our focus, not individual agendas. Not only am I serving you as the District 4 Supervisor, I'm serving as Board Secretary, representative to the Minnesota SWCD Forestry Association, as Treasurer for the Minnesota SWCD Area 8, and I provide you regional and state representation. Over the last 4 years, I've taken every question, call, complaint serious, and I followed up on them, even the unfounded ones and the ones unrelated to our office. And I'll continue to do that. In the next 4 years, I plan to continue working to increase transparency and building a stronger relationship between the office and the public, to continue working hard to ensure the integrity of our local SWCD, to build stronger trust between the public and the SWCDs, to further the education and outreach of the department and their services, to continue to hold the SWCD accountable to the people which it serves. Vote for me, Dennis Barsness, and let's continue making Itasca County the northern wonderland we can all be proud of. Now get out there and vote.